It's my honor to welcome you here today. On behalf of the commissioners, we have Commissioner Fryer, Commissioner King, Commissioner Newman, Commissioner Frost, Commissioner Belcher. We have Commissioner Holly Jones is on a business trip and was very regretful to miss this. But we also have the commissioners who voted to make this happen. We have Commissioner Stanley, we have Commissioner Bailey, and we have Commissioner Peterson. Anytime you have a new opening, and it's been 85 years, and we're going to follow the 1928 ceremony almost to the letter how they did it. Because everything we do today is based on the shoulders and the successes, failures, accomplishments of the people who held our positions in the past. I'd like to take you through some of those days and talk about our rich history and also talk about how we got here. It started off, of course, in 1791. You know, our Buncombe County, the first bill to create what's now Buncombe County, covered all of western North Carolina, and the county name was Union, not Buncombe. We had our first courthouse in Morristown because there wasn't an Asheville at the time. The first courthouse was built in Morristown, and then we changed the name to Buncombe County to, of course, honor Revolutionary War hero Edward Buncombe, and we changed Morristown to Asheville to honor the governor of North Carolina. We had about 1,000 people that lived here when we had our first courthouse. That's number one. Number two was built in the 1790s. Number three was built in 1825. Number four, built 1850, burned 1865 during the Civil War. Number five, a small brick building that was a temporary building. And number six, we're getting close, right around there, we had a building where the Vance Monument's now located. It cost $33,000, but it had an opera house of 400 seats. So the first 100 years of Buncombe County, we built 6 courthouses. The seventh courthouse was built in 1903. Right over here, right on that side there, it was demolished. It was adjoining the one that was built in 1928, but it was right over there. And the chairman at the time, Mark Reed, had some great comments. He said that citizens almost hung us for spending $50,000 to build it. But now replacement couldn't be touched for less than $200,000. The 8th courthouse is the beauty we have that we recycled. You know, folks, to me, that's a turning point in Asheville history for all time. The old courthouse, 1928, it was $1 million budget. And they didn't watch the numbers quite as well back then because when they dedicated it, it was up to $1.7 million. But then when they did an audit a year or two later, it ballooned to $2.4 million. When it was built, this was the largest, tallest local government building in the state of North Carolina. On December 1, 1928, the beauty next door was dedicated. Chairman E.M. Lyda said, he did exactly what I'm doing. They only had 6 courthouses to talk about. He said, quote, "In this land of loveliness and beauty, situated amidst peaks piled on top of each other, Asheville is not localized. Its fame is as universal, as far-reaching as the rising and setting sun. We're a progressive people, and we've tried to provide a building here that will serve the future generations as well as the present one, and I believe we succeeded. We're justly proud of this opportunity of turning over to you people this magnificent structure."
One of the things that I found very interesting when I look back at the history, which you can all see in the Ramsey collection at UNC Asheville, the total amount of consideration given for the properties that were brought together to put the courthouse on was $135 back in, I think it was 1805. And what they had asked for is that this lot be gotten from landholders in the town of Asheville that would be, and this is quoting from that history, a most convenient and interesting to the public set of lands, and that it would be the least injurious to its citizens. Now, I have to say that we haven't gotten very far from that at all, because who in here doesn't think that this building is sitting on one of the most interesting pieces of land in Asheville?
November 7th, 1927, the cornerstone of our current courthouse was dedicated. And Foster Sonley, who is the preeminent historian for the county, prepared a brief history of Buncombe County. And on December 1st, 1928, when the courthouse was dedicated, that history was included in the program for the courthouse dedication. And so this tells you the state legislators, General Assembly's connection with the creation of the courthouse for our county. Said when the legislature created the county of Buncombe, it appointed a committee of 6 members to determine the location of the county seat. 3 from the county south of the Swananoa River and 3 from the county north of that stream. Each set of committeemen wished to have the county town on its side of the river. They disagreed, and the next legislature substituted a new committee for the work of the same number from each side of the river, but in order to ensure a decision, added the committee to William Morrison from Burke County. The report of the committee, which placed the location north of the river, was signed only by the committeemen who lived north of that stream and Mr. Morrison. The delay thus caused in locating the county town was the reason for the county courts meeting so long at the residence of Colonel William Davidson. So while things may change, many things remain the same.
In 1978, the Administrative Office of the Courts commissioned a study of our state court facilities by North Carolina State University. That study concluded 35 years ago, cited for Buncombe County cramped courtroom conditions and inefficiencies of our current courthouse facility, and they recommended, number 1, removing the jail facilities from the courthouse, and number 2, quote, providing a new courthouse to satisfy the judicial needs through the year 2000. Well, the new jail was dedicated in 1996, and Part 2 is now being fulfilled with the dedication of this new court facility. And I've been assured that it will meet the needs of our courts for many years to come. This facility does appear to do a good job of balancing access with our security needs of our court system. The flow into the courthouse has been significantly eased, as you see the entranceway here, and the needs of the large volumes of citizens seen by our many district court judges and those of our district attorney's office and our clerk's office can now be addressed more efficiently. And I know they will rest much better at night, knowing that this facility is in operation. The new jury assembly area, which is right above us over here, will allow us to treat our jurors with the care that they deserve as they carry out this important civic duty. They will now have a comfortable area in which to convene, as well as computer access to conduct work and personal business. Second is the ability to more safely and efficiently transport and hold inmates for court appearances. We are grateful to Sheriff Duncan and his officers for their good work in this regard.
We started off with fixing up the windows on the old courthouse. We built the life safety tower. We built 2 separate stairwells, good public facilities for restrooms. Elevator, although I don't know if we'll ever do as good as Emma, for some of the ones that remember Emma in the elevator that she ran for many years. We created 33,000 square feet of useful office space by taking out the jail, and we have no lease payments at all in Buncombe County today. Everything's in government buildings. This is a $29.3 million addition. We have 5 different courtrooms, new courtrooms here. All these, you can come in this door and go all over to either old or new courthouse. I hope you'll take a tour with us. We have great security. We've always had that. We deserve and need an energy efficient and thoughtfully designed courthouse to complement the masterpiece next door. we've recently recycled. I'm proud and honored on behalf of the commissioners today and the commissioners past and all the people in Buncombe County to accept this building for the benefit and use, dreams of all the residents, taxpayers who built this place, and county commissioners who made it happen.
This great facility that we are coming here to take hold of today will house primarily our district court operations. We'll still have a few things left over in the old courthouse, but primarily this building will be for district court operations. Our courthouse, even in the sometimes cramped conditions that we had in the old building, we are still among the most efficient court system in the state. And with this additional room that we are coming into now, we're going to become even more efficient.
It's my honor on behalf of the people of Buncombe County to accept this building and pray and hope that we will have as much use, joy, and benefit from this as our forefathers and foremothers did 85 years ago when they built the 1928 facility. Thank you again on behalf of all the commissioners here, past and present. Thank you for the opportunity to dedicate this building, and let's make it good, let's take care of it, and let's keep going the right way with Buncombe County. Thanks for coming tonight.